2 years have gone by since Nicole Olson and her two daughters were found dead in the upscale Anaqua Springs home of Nicole's boyfriend, Jason Wheeler. But the sheriff has not closed the case. Fox Antonio's Yami Virgen investigates.
2 years and 4 months since these three lives were taken, Nicole Olson and her daughters, Alexa and London. In that time, the Bexar County Sheriff's Office has continued their investigation into a case the sheriff maintains has loose ends.
As it stands, the initial autopsy report, the initial ruling from the medical examiner, does tell us that the two young girls were murdered, but it also says that Nicole committed suicide.
To those who knew Olson and her girls, a murder-suicide is out of the question. To the sheriff profiling these type of cases, things just are not adding up.
Typically, women don't shoot themselves in the head when they kill themselves. Typically, women don't kill themselves with a gun. Again, all of those are theories, but what really happened in this case, we just don't know at this point.
The night of January 9th, when Olson is believed to have died along with her daughters, she and the owner of the home, her boyfriend Charles Wheeler, had an argument, according to his statement to the sheriff's office the morning they were found. He is believed to have left the home and stayed with a relative that night. In the morning, when none of them answered his calls, he went back and claims to have found all three dead. Sheriff Salazar says he has not closed the case because some of the questions are still unanswered, and there are several persons of interest they have not spoken to again.
So there are various persons of interest in this case that would love it if I just stopped using that term, but they're a person of interest. They remain somebody that I still want to talk to in this case. Whether their attorney will allow me to talk to them or not, whether I can get a warrant to talk to them or not, that remains to be seen. But it doesn't change the fact that this is somebody that we'd still like to talk to in connection with this case.
Have all persons of interest spoken to you in regards to this case?
Not all persons of interest have spoken to us every time that we've wanted them to. Some of them have obtained attorneys, and the attorneys are, quite frankly, doing what attorneys do and not allowing us to talk to people, not allowing us to get evidence in the case. Again, that doesn't necessarily mean that I can infer guilt from that. It just says that I'm not able to always talk to all persons of interest in this case.
Fox San Antonio has obtained new information. In about 10 minutes, an email some say showed that Nicole Olson was going to be moving on to a new life with her daughters. And also, the new technology some say could shed light into the night that they died.